Live from Olomouc, it's Thursday night.
Unless you're back in Foster City, in which case, good morning on W3.
So just wanted to, actually I'm going to do the this thing here so we can do it like this, so we can actually see each other. This is much better.
Not that you've seen enough of me lately.
Anyway.
Rotate your device.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
At least it said it in English.
Messed up Facebook here. Right. So anyway, Doron and I are sitting here in the Olomouc train station.
That we are.
And we did not catch the last train to Olomouc, and we'll make it.
But we still brought the Torah.
But the Torah is not here right now because what has happened is Doron's cousin, or Jocelyn's cousin,
yes,
Doron's cousin-in-law, has taken Rabbi and Linda with the Torah
and left
us all by ourselves here in the Olomouc, the beautiful Olomouc train station here. I have
you can show them some dancers here.
A lovely companion over here, and oh yeah, look over here. There's some very beautiful.
Oh, where are we?
Oh,
up here.
There.
We're interrupting.
I'm sorry. So anyway, yes, we're sitting here, just enjoying the going to coming. Let's give them the whole Olomouc experience. I'm giving you a 360 view of the train station here at Olomouc.
After a holy morning spent in Prague of all sorts of
Oh my God, Doron, did we have a good time?
We had a magnificent time. Sad times, good times, but all happy times in the big picture.
So Faylene is there. Hey Faylene, how are you? Good to see you. And I'm so glad that you could join us. David, welcome. And I think that's it so far that's indicated their presence. But anyway, we had a fabulous morning walking around the is it Stare Mesto,
the old town,
which is the old town, Josefov, which is the old town of Prague. And we saw synagogues galore. We saw we started at the
hallowed ancient cemeteries, and
we started at the Spanish synagogue,
yes,
which for those of you from San Francisco, it will remind you very much of Shirat Israel, as you've seen in some of our photographs. Very kind of ornate and beautiful. Then the second one was the Maslova, right?
Correct.
Maslova is a little bit more modern looking, but it had some very interesting exhibits, I would say. The third one was Pinkas, right?
I believe the order then it's yes, there are a few right around the cemetery.
Right.
Pinkas is one of them.
So the Pinkas one is the one where if you've been looking at the pictures with all the names on the wall of all the Jews of Bohemia, Moravia, and Slovakia that were slaughtered in the Holocaust and were commemorated with their names written, and there are thousands of names written on the walls of that synagogue. So it is truly inspiring. And a little bit frightening and a little bit scary, but amazing. That's all I can say. Not that there was a reason they had to be written on the synagogue, but just the effort to do that is truly amazing. And then from there, that led directly into the cemetery, right?
We never made it into the mikveh.
I don't think we never.
But the cemetery, the incredible experience of
Hey, Faylene, how you doing?
Centuries of those buried, including some very well-known characters in Jewish history, most notably the Maharal.
The Maharal, Rabbi Yehuda Leib, Leib was known as the Maharal. He was a scholar and a mystic, and really one of the most famous Jews of Prague, and represented actually Prague
Read
Jewish.
about the Golem, and you'll see some fascinating stories.
Yes, absolutely. So he was among the things he was known for was inventing, or at least people thought. Anyway, whatever. The Golem of Prague. Read about that. It's very fun, and not fun, but what am I trying to say?
The mystical Frankenstein.
Jewish Frankenstein, right? Yeah.
And yeah, out to some other, and then the Altner Shul, of course.
Oh, the Altner Shul.
I guess the very last. I missed one.
We talked about the cemetery yet, or
the hall, the social hall.
The cemetery.
Yeah, and then there was one other synagogue. A wealth of history and the Altner Shul.
Yeah. So as you know, the Prague Jewish Cemetery, as many of you have seen, with the tombstones all akimbo, and it's a result of generations of burial, one on top of another. So when they would fill up the cemetery in this very small confined space, they would add another layer, and then they would bury people. They would move the tombstones up, and the tombstones got all askew and akimbo over the generations. So it is one of the things that the Prague ancient Jewish quarter of Prague is known for, and beautiful. And so among thousands of people that are buried there is, as we mentioned, the Maharal, who was a tremendously powerful both civic and Jewish figure. The Maharal actually has a statue in front of the Prague City Hall. Very amazing character, and somebody to be emulated.
Well, perhaps we should mention a little fun we had last night.
Oh well, absolutely.
Charles Bridge alone was a kick.
Oh my God, we walked back and forth over the. Hey Heather, how are you? In Beit Knesset Bami Bar in Lancaster. So hey, how you doing?
Peace and love.
Peace and love, baby. We walked across the Charles River Bridge, which the Charles Bridge over the.
Not over the Charles River. I forget the name of the river.
We'll talk.
Yes,
we'll talk. So it's a tourist mecca, and I actually wrote about it in my blog last night.
If you have not, that looked like
somebody like
a picture or something right there.
Little golem there.
Yeah. If you have not had a chance, read Steve's blogs. They are very well written and interesting, and will give you a nutshell overview of what's happening for us here.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you're interested in it, the blog address is https://ad6absal. I'll spell again: Alpha Delta 6 Alpha Bravo Sierra Alpha Lima .wordpress WORDPRESS.com. And so that's where I've been blogging about the trip, and we'll have there's lots of photos and videos and stuff up there, and some. We will continue to do that over the next couple of days as we have brought the tour on its final stop to Olomouc. And so let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen in the next couple of days in Olomouc.
All right.
Well, first of all, tell us what your connection is to Olomouc for those that don't know.
On a personal level, part of my wife's family, my grandmother-in-law, maternal grandmother-in-law, was born and raised in this town. And so as a result, we're blessed with some family here, and it's a cousin-in-law of mine, I guess you mentioned him at the beginning. Roman, who is...
What's the Roman's last name?
Ronsky. Who is off to take part of us to the hotel and bring the rest of us there in a few moments, but he's also very much involved in leadership of this Jewish community. So I had no idea over the past 20-something years that I was reading from a Torah from this town until quite recently. So it really ties together on so many fronts. I think that's the case for everyone in this trip, is that it doesn't matter whether they're Jews, Christians, Muslims, that we come across when they hear this story or have the Torah in their midst and they know a little about it, they're just so touched. And I don't even Hindus, others that I've come across recently and shared this story with that are just incredible. Live with us is Adam Teitelbaum, one of our favorite people. And so in the next few days, we're going tonight to the main museum, from my understanding, in the city, where there will be an opening of the Jewish festival that takes place over the course of the next few days in Olomouc. And following that, there will be some other things, Shabbat forward activities and things in the synagogue of the Jewish community. And then the highlight for us, and I think for everyone here this weekend, is Sunday morning, where the Torah is completed and rededicated for the first time time and decades since the Holocaust to be used here in Olomouc, Czech Republic. Welcome, Bob Kaplan.
The button-down mind of Foster City. Thank you very much. Bad abacus. Well done.
Bad abacus. That's how you have to say it. For those who haven't seen the show. Anyway, so lots going on, and then we're going to head on out of here. And Steve Areno's going to stick around for a while and explore more of the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
So you might go live again.
I could go live again. You never know. You know, I've seen people that are walking around the Jewish quarter. That would be fabulous. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to stay up here in Olomouc. Bob.
There he is.
Hey, look at that face. Look at that face there. A face only a mother can love.
See him from below.
Love your song on the train.
Great.
I didn't say that for the record.
And I should mention, oops, I dropped my Milky Way here.
Oh, no problem.
That's very dangerous. My brother-in-law, Steve Hoysh, who's married to my sister married well because she married a Steve. So I just wanted to point that out. But anyway, my brother-in-law, Steve Hoysh, is watching. Thank you. And Bob, you are looking resplendent.
The tax man.
The
tax man. Anyway, maybe the crowd was growing here for your live broadcast, but then I realized they were just here to buy tickets. So.
Well, maybe Bob scared them away. That's possible, you know. I don't know. Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what's going on in the next few days, and thanks, Steve, for the opportunity here to share a little with friends and family.
Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you, this whole trip has just been amazing on any number of fronts. First of all, as Doron has mentioned, bringing the Torah back, which first and foremost is really what we're doing here. And every person that we talked to has just been so appreciative and really amazed and awed by kind of the whole thing here. And then just kind of the adventure. And for those of you that haven't been to Prague, I highly recommend it. It is more beautiful than I remember. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention, too, when we were on the train today, and I did post some pictures up on Facebook, but we were coming out of Prague, which was foggy and kind of dreary most of the trip.
Overcast throughout.
Overcast. And then we came to a tunnel, and it was like the most.
Here comes the sun.
Oh my God! It was so beautiful with the. And thank you, Heather, for the compliments about the photos. We really appreciate it. We came out into the sun, and this beautiful fall foliage, which if you have seen the pictures, is amazing. And it was just like, and now it's a beautiful, sunny, warm, beautiful day here in Olomouc. And we got a photo bomber here.
Someone likes us.
Say hi.
Oh, and behind me.
Hi. Scared her away. I scared away our photo bomber.
All right.
Anyway, we came out of the tunnel and we saw this beautiful sunshine, and now it is absolutely spectacular here in Olomouc. So
stay tuned for more.
We are just thrilled to be here, and pretty much everybody, as I said, that we've come into contact with has been equally thrilled. I was going to say one other thing, and I can. Anyway, so we're here to rock and roll and have a great time here in Olomouc, and share the experience with you. So, hey, if you have any questions, put them in a text here. And Doron and Steve, with all due respect to Raya, who I'm sure may be looking at this at some point.
Well, we always mentioned you on our radio show.
You know, the Doron and Raya show is a true original and a fantastic representation of Yiddishkeit in our community. But
when I go on the road,
it's the Doron and Steve show. So I just wanted to point that out, that we have Raya, you got some competition here. So, you and Doron better do a radio show soon.
And it's dawning. I better button this up else my wife hates when I do this. All right, I do. Was that live? Sorry.
Well, the other thing I was going to say too is maybe you could invite me to your radio show.
I would be honored to have you on.
All right, so maybe
a special Czech version,
Olomouc version,
Olomouc Golden Oldies or something.
Yeah. So Bob is asking us about our plans for the weekend again. So we just arrived in Olomouc. Today it's Thursday afternoon at
about.
For
those who joined us late, here's the lowdown.
Yes. It's 5 minutes to 5. So here, Doron will give you the lowdown, Bob. Here we go.
Opening ceremony tonight with really some incredible people from all over the world, including the Sofer, who some of you have met, Rabbi Moshe Doron, who will be here
Fabulous
with us there.
Guy.
He'll be in our hotel with us, and Jeffrey Orenstein of the Trust.
As a matter of fact, by the way, if you count your cards right, because Mr. Orenstein's train was very late, we're waiting for him to show up in the hall here, so maybe he'll get to say hello. So maybe the head of the Memorial Scrolls Trust are the people responsible for carrying and distributing the scrolls and are responsible for us getting the scrolls here in at Peninsula Sinai.
And there are others here as well.
Hey, you're watching.
The leaders. I did that just as a joke before. I didn't realize it took a while to get on there.
And Cheryl from Italy. Hey, arrivederci. How you doing there?
And
Anyway,
so leaders of not just the Olomouc Jewish community, but of Czech Jewry will be here as well. So it's really a special to do. We're honored and privileged to be part of it. It's the leader. I still don't believe for a fact that I know he's a rabbi, but really the director of programming amongst the Jewry in the Czech Republic. So Shabbat, we've got all sorts of programs, mostly based in and around the synagogue. Stand by. Steve's doing a little something here. There we go. Again, the highlight being Sunday morning through afternoon, which is several hours full of music and joy and dedication of the Torah itself. So I'm sure we'll be going live then via someone, Steve or...
Yeah, that's true, because I may be doing it here on my phone, or Corey.
Remember that you're 9 hours ahead, at least in the Bay Area. So
yeah. So what time? What time is it?
9 hours behind. So right now it is now 5 o'clock-ish here. Yeah. So it is PM and it is 8. Is that right? 9 over there.
Right.
So
except if you're in Italy. So Cheryl, if you stay in Italy, it's right where it should be. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, so that's it in a nutshell, and we're looking forward to it all, and we'll keep you posted.
So there you go. So yeah, so if it's 5 o'clock, it's going to be very, very early in the morning for you in Foster City. But the good news about Facebook Live is that I think we can post the video and you can see it at your leisure at another time. So anyway, but if you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, we would love to have you join us.
Or really, it starts at 9 here, so midnight. Saturday to Sunday, that is. Click off SNL and watch us, and we'll see you then.
Oh yeah,
Cheryl.
It is in fact 8 o'clock in the morning. We just got a WhatsApp message from our friend Linda, who has a picture, and but I'm not going to go away to that right now because I have a feeling it's a significant picture. Probably of the Torah's arrival at the hotel or something like that, or beautiful. I don't know.
Oh, that Linda.
That Linda, our Linda.
Oh, our Linda.
We just got a group text message, which you guys don't get.
This would be all the more fun if those two were here.
Yeah.
When we're all the four of us, it's like magic's in the air. I don't know how to explain it.
Because we were on the last train to Olomouc, and that was inspired by, I have to say, that was inspired by Doron. As we were sitting.
Lyrics just come out sometimes. But
we were sitting in the train station. Can I say drinking beer?
3/4 of us. The one non-beer drinker was not.
True.
But yes.
Yeah. So Doron doesn't drink beer, but we were having a fine Czech brew, sitting in the pub waiting for the last train to Olomouc or our train to Olomouc to depart. Or actually,
we only later found out it wasn't the last train, but.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were sitting there waiting because it was like in New York, and I know Cheryl will know this, standing at Penn Station where everybody stands by the board. See that board right over where is it?
There with the traditional Czech names.
I can't see.
We don't have those in New York.
Can't show them. Where is it? Oh yeah, you see that board over there with the blue lettering? That's where they announce all the trains and when they're coming. And so it's like Penn Station, New York, where everybody just stands there like Stepford-wise, or Children of the Corn, or whatever it is, and they just kind of stand there staring at the screen, waiting for their platform to be announced. And we didn't want to do that because we were smart. We were smart.
So we went and drank.
We went and drank. Had a lovely Czech brew, and we're sitting in the pub there waiting for the thing. And I don't know where did it even come from? The last train to Olomouc.
Someone said something about a train, and I just said on the last train to Olomouc.
Hey!
Wait, we got to introduce you to the world.
Outside.
Oh, okay.
This is Roman Gronsky. He is the Doron's cousin.
Yes.
Jocelyn's
cousin-in-law, yes, that we mentioned.
We're doing Facebook Live.
And we have to get off the air now because this man's patiently waiting for us.
So anyway, I'll walk out with you. I got nothing better to do.
How big is my car?
Got nothing better to do.
I have to come once more. Are you sure we don't mind?
Would you like to wait for Jeffrey, or?
You know when they'll be here more or less? So do you stay here?
We can stay here.
Please stay here. So Whatever's easiest for you.
I will transport him to the hotel.
Oh, he's already here.
He's also in the hotel.
Oh!
I didn't know you. I thought I said we stay here.
Do you have enough room for all of us?
No, I think him with other people.
Oh, go. Okay, go. So we're back on iron. All right. Okay. Well, that was Jocelyn's cousin. Hi, Doron and Roman. I guess Phyllis knows Roman.
She does now.
Oh, she does now. Anyway, what were we saying? Oh, so we're last train to Olomouc, and we just started singing the song, and so we added some lyrics. And last train to Olomouc, and we'll see you in the station. And we got the holy Torah to project the Jewish nation. Da, 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 da.
For those who've seen the video,
Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's in the video.
And if you haven't, they probably don't want to.
Yeah. So anyway, we're that was the theme song of the trip. Besides a time on the plane. Let's see. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. So yeah, so the so it was a time on the plane was a very big one of the
That one was
hits.
a real that one was a real touching moment for me, and that just
Yeah.
came
Oh my
from the
God.
heart and
Oh my
the
God.
whole group. You don't even see them all on the video because Steve. Well, that was your video, right?
Steve
was taping.
You heard my voice.
No, we heard you singing, of course,
Yes.
beautiful harmonies. But you were singing, but there were people even behind you, so it was really this whole group of united personnel, not Jewish, just deeply touched. So
Yeah, but the thing about it was, thank you so much to the people from United. Michael Hyatt, you're a star, and all the people at United that the public relations woman, Andrea
yes,
Hiller,
also United.
sounded like the Hiller Aviation Museum, that's why I remember that. But anyway, she came all the way from Chicago to do all the United publicity. They had a professional photographer. They helped us to get on the plane through the TSA. You saw maybe the video where the TSA agent was, I think you might have seen it on the ABC 7 news story with Vic Lee, where I think at the beginning of the story the TSA agent was, saying, special screening, whatever. Anyway, everybody bent over backwards to help us, and carrying. The school down. We actually sat down in the main departure area before we got on, and Corey did a nice interview and showed people what the scroll looked like. And we had passengers that were just sitting down there, and they all came up and wanted to see and hear. And
in all fairness, there were some who looked at like, what the heck?
Oh, that's true.
And there was one lovely lady, Czech lady, flying from Germany to here with us. Got a little bit miffed because she thought we were taking up 3 chairs with Steve's golf bag.
Oh, that was in the airport in Frankfurt.
That
was in Frankfurt.
Yes.
We're still in San Francisco. Anyway,
this is going to be a long broadcast.
It's been a long broadcast. So we're sitting in San Francisco. Corey's doing the interview. Vic Lee is doing a wonderful job. Doron was interviewed. It was fabulous. And then they called us on the plane, and we were the first people on the plane. So Irene was there too. Irene Mock, I shouldn't forget Irene.
Yes.
And Michael Hyatt, because he works for United, he was able to get on the plane with us, and so we were just sitting there, getting ourselves situated and getting the tour situated and that sort of thing, and the whole crew was, just kind of sitting, prepping the flight, and Doron breaks out into a spontaneous version of Eitz Chaim. And so we were all singing Eitz Chaim here, Lamachazikim, blah, 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 blah. Actually, we sounded better than blah, blah, blah. But so we were sitting there, and hi, Rebecca. Rebecca Nassimi, we see you joined us.
Rebecca Nassimi, can't wait to see you again. Hope you come soon. It's been a long time since the PSC visit. But then we don't visit New York much either. So.
That's true. Anyway, so we're singing Eitz Chaim, and it's gotten huge hits on Facebook and social media. And then, the other part was the pilot was a lovely woman, Captain Patty.
Captain Patty
Came and she was a devout woman.
Couldn't, almost tears in her eyes, really.
Yeah.
Needed the hugs and
she was passing out hugs, and she was so taken by the story, and we were so honored to have the captain. Actually, 2 captains. The other guy, what was the other guy's name?
I forget his name.
But there was another co-pilot there. Regina Guggenheim, baby, how are you? Good to see you.